Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Redline Realty's YouTube channel. If you would, please like and subscribe. Today's topic of discussion is going to be 10 of the craziest things that I've seen in real estate. We're going to count down from 10 to 1, and I'm also going to give the solutions for the problems that we encountered. Number 10, I represented a set of sellers, and I received an offer from a buyer's agent that did not have the dollar amount on the offer. Solution, I reached out to the buyer's agent, advised them to get with their broker to structure a proper offer. We ended up closing and selling on the property with them as well. Number 9, I went on a listing appointment that was so infested with bugs it looked like the walls were moving. I reached out to the sellers, let them know the shape the property was in. We ended up marking the property without pictures and selling it for investment opportunity only. We did get the property sold. Number 8, I had a family in foreclosure as well as going through a divorce. I was representing selling their property. It did have a lot of equity in it. A couple days before closing, one of the spouses went MIA. We ended up getting with the judge. We ended up getting a receivership appointed, and we did get the property sold, and we did get the equity in escrow for them. The next one, number 6, I represented a landlord where a tenant had paid the deposit as well as paid the first month's rent, and then decided they didn't want to live there 30 days later. Got with the landlord worked it out with them and ended up releasing them out of the lease. Number 5, I had a spouse that was washed out to sea when the tsunami hit in Phuket. The other spouse connected with me. We got with title. We structured out how we could get this done. 90 days later, we got the property marketed. We also got it sold for a couple $1,000s over asking price. Number 4, I was a buyer's agent representing a set of buyers. We walked into a property. We started touring it. We got into the living room. And bear in mind, this property's empty. But both the buyers and I stopped, looked at one another and said, hey, it feels like there's somebody in here. And then we just left. It was very eerie, very creepy. Number 3, I had a buyer that wanted to offer $100,000 less than every property was advertised for. I told him I would work through it on one property. After that, he had to be within $5,000 to $10,000 of asking price. We had a $400,000 property. I submitted the offer for $300,000. The listing agent was very gracious. The response was, if your buyer wants a $300,000 property, I advise that you show them $300,000 properties. It ended up I couldn't service the client at the level they were looking for, and we went separate ways. Number 2, I went to a showing. This house had aluminum siding, but when I got there, it didn't have aluminum siding. Somebody had stolen all the aluminum siding off the home itself and all the copper wiring out of the house as well. I called the listing agent immediately and advised them to get somebody out there as soon as possible. Number 1, I represented a seller. We closed. I got a phone call from the lender. They sent the wire. It hit funded. A couple hours later, I'm driving to title to pick up my paycheck. The title company calls me and informs me that the lender retracted the wire. After I peel my seller off the ceiling, we work through it. We get the property closed 10 days later, and everybody was happy. Well, I hope you enjoyed some of these stories. We'd love to be your trusted real estate advisor for life. If you would, please reach out. If you have any questions, you can reach us on our website, redlionrealtygroup.com. You can email us at info@redlionrealtygroup.com or give us a call, 832-646-2886. Look forward to working with you. Thanks.